There are a ton of pros about investing into Veve, but there are also a lot of cons. So today we're going to be looking at the pros and cons of investing into Veve. But first, guys, I want you, and I'm talking to you through the screen right now, I want you to comment down below and tell us what you guys think the #1 catalyst is to bring new users into Veve. I mean, you can say whatever you want. I know a big one's going to be cash out, but just let us know in the comments what you guys are thinking. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Maybe you've wandered past this channel before. Maybe you didn't hit the subscribe button, but this is your sign that you should hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it, guys. So let's start with a pro. And the first pro I got to talk about, this is the best business model there is. The fact that they're digital pretty much makes it endless opportunities of new things added to them. They could add animation, they can add gamification, and a ton of other stuff. But since these are digital products and they sell instantly, there is a big problem with the bots. People botting the app make it way harder for new users to come in, because if a new user comes in, they want to go for that drop and they want to get that drop. They don't want to sit there and say sold out the instant the timer runs out. They want to actually get the drop. So securing drops makes it a lot harder when bots are present. Along with that, once they add the queue system, then I think that's going to help the bot problem a lot, and also MCP. So there's this thing called the Master Collectors Program, which is going to award people for actually owning these digital products. It's going to be like a leaderboard. It's going to be like the Fortnite battle pass type of thing. And you're going to be able to get points and then talk to people in your rank. You're going to be able to go into special group chats. You're probably going to be able to get free collectibles just by being a certain level, maybe accessories for your products. My all-time favorite thing about the MCP has to be that there's going to be a leaderboard competing with the whole entire world. So people in the United States are going to be competing with people in China, people in Russia are going to be competing with people in Canada. I mean, across the whole world, people are super competitive. People want to drive the nicest Lamborghini to flex on other people. And I think this is just another way people are going to do it. Yo, what's up? What Master Collectors level are you? I'm Master Collectors level 7. I only talk to people Master Collectors level 20 and up. The process of loading up a collectible kind of bothers me sometimes, because especially when you're trying to show it off to your friend, you're sitting there and you're trying to pull up a digital statue and your friend's like, oh, super cool, before it even loads, because your app won't even load. Along with this, getting into your vault actually gets pretty buggy, especially when placing more than one golden moment or more than one animated NFT. Sometimes the app will end up being very laggy or actually crash on you. But from originally coming in the app about a year ago, these things have significantly improved since I started. I honestly couldn't even go for the drops to begin with. My app would crash. I wouldn't even be able to log in. They have updated this app a ton since I originally got in. So honestly, I'm pretty confident in the team in figuring out these problems in the future. And speaking of the team, let's talk about David Yu, the CEO of the company, one of the biggest collectors in the world. He's got a bunch of products all lined up his house. He loves any type of collecting, and he has warehouses full of actual products. So out of anybody in the world, I think he would be one of the top certified into making an app like this for actual collectors. We also have Jeremy Padwar on board, which runs one of the biggest physical toy companies there are in the world and holds the licenses to Pokemon and a bunch of other great licenses. Speaking of Pokemon, we also have the person who brought Pokemon to the United States on the team. This is actually the man who brought Pokemon to the United States. He's also licensed a ton of other stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh!, TMNT, Cabbage Patch Kids, and many, many more. He's known to be one of the head licensors there are in the whole entire world. Even if you throw out the fact that they have 200,000 followers, you throw out the fact that they sell drops instantly, and you throw out the fact that they're over $1 billion company, I would still be pretty bullish on the project just because of the team involved. So now let's bring back that over 200,000 followers and talk a little bit about the community, because the community is one of the best things about this app as well. No other NFT crypto project in the space has the same sort of following as Veve does. There are more Veve content creators every single day on YouTube, people joining Discord, Facebook groups. Everything you can think of to do with Veve, people are joining. People want to be a part of the community and they want Veve to be part of the future. A con to this is that all these people that love Veve want to come into the app and actually interact with each other on the feed. But then they get to the feed and you can't really like pictures very well. You can't comment on other pictures very well. And you also can't post any sort of video of your collectibles on the feed yet. It only takes pictures, which only sometimes work. They should probably fix some of these feed problems relatively soon so more people can come in and enjoy the feed. But they should also maybe work on incorporating these things to TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and all other social media platforms, which I do think they will be doing in the future. Having access to your Veve collectibles as a filter in TikTok would definitely drive the price up. I mean, seeing little kids doing a little dance with the Veve collectible doing the same dance right next to it, like a Spider-Man Batman, whoever your favorite character is, dancing right next to you while you're making a TikTok. Think it's going to the moon. Marketing has barely even started and we already have this strong of a community. Kind of crazy in my opinion. We saw a little bit of marketing with the Star Wars convention. We saw the screen outside showing the Veve NFTs off. And then we're also now seeing anybody who goes to the special version of Jurassic Park, the double feature, is actually going to be getting a free NFT with it. So I think things like this will bring more people in. But a big thing I think is going to bring people in is paying these influencers, which they actually said they want to do. So they're going to be paying like gamers to show off the games in the future. They're going to be paying car people to show off their cars in the app. I think this is an extremely smart way to market your product, because if you see somebody you look up to has an NFT with only 5,000 editions, relatively cheap, I mean, maybe I'd buy that just because I look up to that person and maybe I want to have a part of their same collection. They could be paying Justin Bieber, Snoop Dogg, Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande. Now we got to address the top two biggest cons. So the first one being you can't remove these NFTs from the platform. And personally, I don't think that's that bad, just because the everyday person isn't even going to move the NFTs off the platform. And that is who the target audience is of Veve. It's the everyday person. It's not the crypto investors. So I don't think that's a huge problem, but they are working on it, especially with Mutable X. You're going to be able to move your NFTs on Immutable X. You're going to be able to move them on OpenSea. These Veve NFTs are a lot different than other crypto projects because, as you guys know, they're all 3D, augmented reality licensed by the actual companies compared to some JPEG 2D art that you see on OpenSea. The only reason I'd want to take my NFTs off the platform is not because I want to sell them on a different exchange or anything like that. I'd actually want to store them on a secure wallet because maybe I think that's a little bit safer. It takes them offline. And the good news is Veve's actually coming out with a secure wallet, which is going to be a debit card form. And that's going to be able to hold your NFTs, especially your licensed ones that maybe you can't take off the platform. Now for the number one con of the whole entire app, and that is the fact that you can't cash out. What? You're putting money into an app that you can't cash out of? And yes, I definitely understand this is a huge con and we need this fixed as soon as possible. But the thing is, these are things that take time. I mean, they need licenses, they need a bunch of stuff. They need to make sure this app runs perfectly with no flaws to cash your money out. Make sure there's no flaw in the system because this app has over 200,000 users just looking at their followers on Twitter, probably even more than that. If you're new to the app, I would just consider putting in 10, 15 gems and then maybe going for a comic here or there, or maybe a cheaper collectible that comes out. And make sure you're going for the things you like, because if you go for the things you like, then you'll be happy with them no matter what the price is. And if you're not super into collecting, you can always take the investment strategy, follow a channel like us, subscribe down below. We usually cover the comics, the collectibles. We have a good idea of what the prices are going to be aftermarket and if you're going to profit or not. That's all for the video, guys. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button down below. Comment down below your favorite catalyst that you think is going to bring new users to Veve. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. This is Veve Vision, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Let's go. OMI homies, let's go.